Well, our top focus is the baffling Sheena Bora murder mystery in which her own mother and TV tycoon Indrani Mukherjee has been accused of plotting the cold-blooded murder in the year 2012. Now, that is a mystery that continues to deepen with each passing day. Yesterday's twists and turns seemed only a trailer to what is slowly emerging in a twisted tale of love, lies, money and murder. But let's first see what is expected for today. Indrani Mukherjee's former husband, Sanjiv Khanna, who was arrested yesterday for aiding and abetting Sheena's murder, will be flown to Mumbai and will join his ex-wife in the interrogation process. Indrani's current husband and the former CEO of Star India, Peter Mukherjee, will also be questioned today. Peter Mukherjee's son, Rahul Mukherjee, who was believed to be in a relationship with Sheena Bora, his stepsister, was questioned late last night by the Mumbai police. And as Rahul left the police station, he appeared quite agitated and even refused to entertain any question from the media.
ने जगह बताई जहाँ पर ये मर्डर हुआ. Murder is by strangulation, followed by burning of the body by petrol. Today, the third accused has been arrested in Kolkata, and the process of bringing him back to Mumbai from Kolkata is underway. So we have arrested 3 accused in this case so far. Further investigation is going on.
Now, until Tuesday, everything looks steady in the Mukherjee world. But with a high-profile arrest of Indrani Mukherjee, who's also married to former Star India CEO Peter Mukherjee, everything turned upside down. When she was arrested, Sheena Bora was believed to be her sister. But then it emerged that the two were actually mother and daughter. Let's take a look at how this murder mystery unraveled in 2012 and how the police joined the dots before arresting Indrani Mukherjee on Tuesday.
Over 100 kilometers away from Mumbai, in the jungles of Raigad, local police recovered a suitcase from a dry stream. Within it, some parts of a young woman's partially burnt body. The case baffled the police, but for the lack of any concrete evidence, the body was cremated. Over 3 years later, 43-year-old Shyam Manohar Rai was arrested in an arms case. During investigation, Rai, who was employed with Peter and Indrani Mukherjee, broke down and confessed to other crimes, including the murder of a woman named Sheena Bora in 2012 on direct orders from TV tycoon Indrani Mukherjee. What followed stunned the police. This is what the driver revealed. Sheena was strangulated in Mumbai on 24th April 2012. Her body was pushed into a suitcase and kept overnight in the garage at Peter Mukherjee's home. Police sources say that the next day, he, Indrani and another man travelled by car to Raigad, where Sheena's body was taken to the jungles. Petrol was poured over it and set on fire. So was it Sheena's body that was found by the local police on 23rd May 2012? Why did Indrani Mukherjee get her bumped off? The driver's confession led the Mumbai police to Indrani's residence from where she was arrested on Tuesday. Indrani initially refused to admit anything, but she finally broke down when she came face to face with the driver and confessed her guilt. Bureau Report, India Today.
And while this case is getting complicated with each passing day, everyone who is believed to be associated with Sheena Bora is also saying several baffling things one after the other. In fact, Indrani's current husband and TV czar Peter Mukherjee said that he wasn't aware that Sheena was Indrani's daughter and not her sister.
Look, my version is very, very clear, is that, look, I am completely shocked and horrified by the information that I'm getting and by the revelations that are coming out almost by the hour, both in terms of, who Sheena Bora actually is, whether she's sister or daughter, who is Mikhail, whether he's brother or son, you know, how many marriages Indrani has had in the past, and the entire episode of Sheena Bora going missing and being, you know, murdered, so to speak. I've met them, there's no doubt about it, and they were introduced to me as Indrani's siblings. And so I have no reason to doubt that. When I met them, that's what they said, and there was, you know, I was introduced as my younger sister and my younger brother, so that was how I related to them in that manner. Throughout my 15-year marriage, I have to say, I never once have met Indrani's parents, nor any other members of her family. And so, you know, I have no contact number for her parents, never spoken to them, never met them. The only two people I met is Sheena and Mikhail, and I was told that this is brother and sister, so I had no reason to doubt that.
Meanwhile, Indrani's son from her second husband, Mikhail Bora, has said that they were asked not to reveal their relationship with her. He also said that he's confident about Indrani murdering Sheena, but the question emerges that why didn't Mikhail speak up for the last 3 years?
Mikhail, first tell us, have you been contacted by the Mumbai police yet?
No. She left contact with me totally through phone, email or SMS. That was from last August.
So you are saying that she visited this very house, your ancestral house, Indrani's parents stay here, your grandparents. She visited this house last year as well. Did she tell you anything about Sheena then?
No, I asked her, obviously I asked her. Then I asked her where is Sheena. She directly says, you're asking me again and again, you're irritating me. You don't ask me. I told you over and again that she is in US, she is well settled, she is working there. And after a few years, when she's settled properly, she will come back to us.
What could be the possible motive? You are an insider. Tell us, what do you think could be the possible motive?
See, the possible motive which the media is flashing right now is a monetary and property issue, which cannot be a issue because I have only this house. That's also my grandparents' house. I am a poor guy. I don't have money, and what she was sending me, that also stopped. Yes, I have to look after my grandparents. They are very old. So in that situation, I can say only one thing. It can be something else. It's not through property or monetary problem. You
believe that there could be a reason that she did not approve of Sheena's relationship with Rahul, and probably that was the reason?
Yeah, that might be. That might be a reason which I cannot deny because she was annoyed with her, and because I was staying in Delhi. So, via phone which we interacted, that's what I know.
Well, that was Mikhail Bora who was speaking to our correspondent last night. But the needle of suspicion also points to Rahul Mukherjee, Peter Mukherjee's son, who also happens to be Sheena's stepbrother and boyfriend as well. The question now arises that why did Rahul not raise an alarm about his missing girlfriend for the last 3 years? Another question is on Vidhi Mukherjee. Now, she's Sheena's half-sister. Why did she remain silent for 3 years? Well, as the plot thickens, let's also explain you about the key characters in this case.
Let's take a look at the family tree. Let's take a look at both the family trees. Let's talk about Indrani Mukherjee first. Married for the first time to who the police are not yet revealing details. That marriage wasn't solemnized. The second marriage was Siddharth Das. He's a tea estate owner. Now, what do we know about the first marriage? She had 2 children from the first marriage, Sheena and Mikhail. Marriage not solemnized, 2 children from that wedding. Let's now talk about Siddharth Das, the second husband, a tea estate owner. Let's talk about the third husband, and that's Sanjiv Khanna. Sanjiv Khanna is the man who's just been taken into custody. Vidhi is their daughter, officially now adopted by Peter Mukherjee, the current husband. Now, Peter Mukherjee has 2 children. Rahul is the younger one, Rabin is the elder one. Rahul and Sheena, they became extremely close, and this is something that Indrani Mukherjee wasn't very happy about. When we spoke to Peter Mukherjee this morning, Peter Mukherjee himself said he wasn't very thrilled about it, but both of them were consenting adults, so there was little they could do about it.
Okay, so that's the family tree of Indrani Mukherjee. Now, even as she was arrested, very little is really known about Sheena Bora before and after her murder in 2012. We will tell you how her journey from Guwahati ended in her death in Mumbai before her body was burnt and was disposed of in Raigad. Here's more on the life of the 24-year-old that ended in a rather sudden and mysterious way.
Sheena Bora was just 24 years old when her life ended. Her mystifying disappearance in 2012 only now publicly revealed to have been cold-blooded murder. Born in 1988 to Indrani Bora, Sheena was left behind in her native Guwahati, where she grew with her brother Mikhail. She studied at the Disneyland High School in Guwahati. After she finished school, Sheena moved to Mumbai to live with her mother Indrani and Indrani's new husband and TV tycoon Peter Mukherjee. It was here that her apparent double life began, because everywhere she went, Sheena was introduced as Indrani's sister, not daughter. Sheena then began dating her stepbrother, Peter's elder son Rahul, even briefly living with him. She was last seen in 2012 at the wedding of her step-cousin in Goa. As the most sensational and lurid crime story plays out, at the center of it is a striking young woman silenced forever. Bureau Report, India Today.